50 Cent reacted strongly after DJ Akademiks shared parts of his documentary before its official release. Although the clips were removed, we managed to recover them. In this video, we'll go through everything: the footage, the tense exchanges between 50 Cent and Akademiks, and why this situation escalated in the past few hours. Get ready, it's going to be revealing. To understand the conflict between 50 Cent and DJ Akademiks, we need to start from the beginning: the Diddy documentary. The Netflix series, Sean Diddy Combs, The Reckoning, premiered on December 2, 2025. The four-part series was released all at once, nearly 2 years after Curtis 50 Cent Jackson announced the project on December 7, 2023. That timeline is important. 50 Cent spent 2 years developing this documentary, and when it finally dropped, it sparked conversations far beyond Netflix. Netflix confirmed that all footage was legally obtained, addressing claims from Diddy's team. The series not only traces Diddy's rise and challenges but also includes exclusive, never-before-seen material and examines serious allegations spanning from the 90s to today. The footage in the documentary sparked the first wave of controversy. It came from a videographer Diddy hired to document his life, originally intended for a personal project. After Diddy's arrest, a freelance third party allegedly leaked the content. In other words, this was footage Diddy paid to have recorded, meant to control his own story. He had been filming his life for decades, yet the material ended up with 50 Cent and Netflix. While lead documentarian Michael Oberle was out of town, he told Rolling Stone that the leak wasn't about money, it was a betrayal by someone who unethically shared the footage with 50 Cent. Oberle emphasized that someone on his team acted behind his back, releasing material never meant to leave his possession. Diddy's lawyers even sent Netflix a cease and desist before the series dropped, calling it an unauthorized use of private footage. Despite the controversy, 50 Cent appeared unfazed, posting a clip on Instagram with the caption, "I don't understand why he filmed himself, but I'm glad he filmed himself." From the start, 50 Cent made it clear he wasn't backing down. He stated he would use every piece of content available to him. In an interview with ABC News and Robin Roberts, 50 Cent, an executive producer, explained why he joined the project. "If I didn't say anything, it would seem like hip-hop accepts these behaviors," he said. Curtis Jackson felt a responsibility to speak up for those who couldn't, noting that he's one of the few prominent figures willing to be vocal. He added that staying silent could misrepresent an entire culture. Commercially, the documentary was a hit. On December 10, 50 Cent appeared on Sherri Shepherd's talk show, Sherri, where Shepherd congratulated him for the Netflix series reaching the #1 spot. That set the foundation, a documentary about Diddy, using footage his team claimed was stolen, while Netflix and the director confirmed it was legally obtained, and 50 Cent positioned himself as advocating for victims. All of this unfolded in December 2025, setting the stage for what came next. This is where DJ Akademiks enters the story, not as a bystander, but with opinions, theories, and commentary that 50 Cent did not appreciate. DJ Akademiks has raised questions about the ethics of Netflix and 50 Cent. The social media personality recently went live to discuss the new Netflix documentary about Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, The Reckoning. Akademiks is known for his commentary on hip-hop news, sharing opinions that his audience follows closely. However, his take on 50 Cent and Netflix stirred controversy, especially among 50 Cent's team. During the live stream, he suggested that Netflix had the documentary planned before 50 Cent got involved. According to Akademiks, after obtaining footage from Diddy's team leading up to his arrest, Netflix may have needed a recognizable figure to front the project. "I don't think 50 went out of his way and found this," he said. "I think Netflix did it, but they needed a face because there were many bids to get the documentary. Why did they pick 50? That's a question with layers." Akademiks wasn't just analyzing the documentary, he was questioning the motives behind 50 Cent's role, implying that he was the public face rather than the one driving the project. DJ Akademiks went further, claiming that having 50 Cent as a producer created a conflict of interest. He noted that the mother of 50 Cent's child, Daphne Joy, was connected to Diddy's trial, which, in his view, made it difficult for 50 Cent to remain neutral. Akademiks questioned how the father of someone involved in the case could provide an unbiased look into the life of Diddy. He argued that this personal connection directly impacted 50 Cent's credibility as a producer. According to Akademiks, Netflix was using the rapper as a promotional figure while allegedly sidestepping questions about how the footage was sourced. This wasn't a one-time statement. Revisited the topic on multiple streams, highlighting the conflict of interest and discussing the origins of the footage, all while 50 Cent's documentary held the #1 spot on Netflix. From 50 Cent's perspective, DJ Akademiks' commentary had the potential to undermine the documentary at its peak visibility. Publicly, 50 Cent emphasized that the series had nothing to do with his personal disputes with the incarcerated mogul. He maintained that the documentary was about accountability and giving a voice to those who needed one. However, Akademiks continued to push a different narrative on his streams, creating tension between the two. During a stream, Akademiks even suggested that 50 Cent's ex, Daphne Joy, should appear in the documentary. "We need Daphne Joy in there, okay?" he said, as captured by the Joe Budden Clips fan page on X. Commentary like this, calling out someone by name and suggesting personal involvement, naturally added pressure. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was already moving to the next phase. On Sherry, Shepherd congratulated him for having the #1 Netflix show and asked if more content was coming. 50 Cent revealed that a lot of footage didn't make it into the final 4 episodes, teasing what could have been included. "There are only 4 episodes, so you had to pick and choose," he explained. Even in his personal life, 50 Cent has been involved with people who previously dated others, including having a child with a woman who once dated Tupac. He also hinted that there were over 140 hours of footage that didn't make it into the final documentary, a massive amount of material. When he suggested the possibility of sharing some of it on YouTube, fans immediately speculated about what else he might have access to. On December 10, 50 Cent appeared on Sherry Shepherd's talk show. Shepherd referenced his decades-long beef with Combs, joking that rappers used to make diss tracks, not documentaries, and asked if he planned to make similar projects about other public figures. With a smile, 50 Cent said, "I don't think that would be a good business plan. This one, I knew what it was going to turn into." His response highlighted that he understood the precedent he was setting. Making a documentary about someone you have a public rivalry with changes the game. However, that principle would soon be tested. Fast forward to March 2026, when 50 Cent made a move that shook the culture. On March 5, 2026, he briefly shared an Instagram post that caused a stir online before being quickly deleted. The post gave a sneak peek of a rumored documentary titled "Surviving T and Tiny." In the caption, 50 Cent warned the Atlanta rap legend that he would soon be questioned about 20 sexual assault cases, advising him to get a crisis PR team ready. Although the post was deleted quickly, screenshots spread across social media. He wrote, "Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc?" A line picked up by DJ Akademiks. 50 Cent also hinted that the project could bring renewed scrutiny. This is where Akademiks' role became important again. He captured the post, discussed it on his streams, and broke down the implications, spreading information about a project that 50 Cent had only briefly teased. The line, "Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming," recalled the quiet lead-up to the documentary examining allegations surrounding Combs, on which 50 Cent served as executive producer in late 2025. 50 Cent was using a similar strategy: tease the project, delete the post, and let the internet react. However, Akademiks amplifying the story and questioning 50 Cent's motives prolonged its visibility, which posed a challenge for 50 Cent, who typically operates on controlled information drops. The T.I. documentary tease did not happen in a vacuum. This all unfolded during an ongoing feud between 50 Cent and T.I. that had been building for weeks. The tension started with a versus battle that never happened. T.I. revealed on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, hosted by Gilly Did and Wallow, that he and 50 Cent had planned to face each other in a versus event, excited to celebrate their catalogs together. However, the battle never materialized, and that broken arrangement sparked a public conflict. By March 2026, T.I. had released 4 diss tracks targeting 50 Cent: War, The Right One, Lessons, and What Bully. Even his sons, King Harris and Ameni Harris joined in with responses, making it a family affair. While T.I. used music to respond, 50 Cent took a different approach, didn't release tracks but instead used social media, posting memes, jokes, and targeted images aimed at T.I. and his family. When 50 Cent teased surviving T.I. and Tiny, T.I. immediately fired back on Instagram, posting a photo of his family and challenging 50 Cent to release any footage he had. He made it clear he wasn't intimidated, framing the feud as open competition. We can go bar for bar, hit for hit, or doc for doc. Either way, all you're going to do is show how much of a effing you are. Let's play. Nobody fears you over here, boo boo. T.I. also shared a studio clip with his son King Harris working on a new track, Let Him Know, and shortly after released another song titled Trauma Bond. T.I. is currently promoting his upcoming album Kill the King, led by his new single Let Him Know, featuring Pharrell Williams. While 50 Cent was teasing a documentary, T.I. used the attention from their feud to fuel his album rollout. DJ Akademiks played a key role in amplifying the situation. By this point, he had compared the 50 Cent T.I. feud to the Drake vs. Kendrick Lamar rivalry, cementing it as one of 2020 SIX's defining hip-hop conflicts. His commentary brought even more attention to the documentary tease, which 50 Cent had tried to control with a quick post and delete. When T.I.'s son, King Harris, responded, the feud became personal. After 50 Cent shared unflattering images of Tiny Harris, King Harris wore a t-shirt featuring 50 Cent's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who passed away in a fire when he was just 8 years old. In hip-hop culture, referencing a deceased parent crosses a serious line, escalating the conflict beyond music or entertainment. This escalation happened in part because the documentary tease had been amplified far beyond what 50 Cent likely intended. In today's viral media landscape, the mere threat of an exposing documentary can carry more weight than the project itself, and that's exactly what occurred here. As of March 2026, there's no verified production schedule, network deal, or confirmed footage for surviving T.I. and Tiny. Yet the threat alone reshaped the conversation around T.I. and brought past allegations back into focus.